Good afternoon to all present here. Reverend Brother Provincial, brothers, resource people, and teachers, welcome again to our second day's program. May I request Sister Joycey to lead us all in prayer.
Every tiny star twinkles in the night sky, every drop of morning dew, every spark of fire blazing in the furnace, every fluctuating view, every rainbow in the sky, every pretty butterfly tells a fascinating news to those who dare to hold.
Sister Joycey. Sister Joycey. May I request Sister Joycey to lead us in prayer. Oh, Sister Joycey, kindly unmute. Sister Joycey? Sister Joycey? Sister
Yes,
Joycey?
sir.
We are waiting for your prayer,
Yes,
sister.
sir. Can you hear me?
Yeah, now we can hear you.
Okay. Okay,
You
sir.
unmute yourself.
For your presence right now. Today, we give our hearts, minds, and our lives. Come speak yourself.
Can you all hear me? Brother Jose, can you hear me?
Yeah, yes. Now I can hear.
Yeah. There's a small technical issues this side. That's why it has been a delay. May I request Brother KJ Jose for to do his presentation?
Hello, good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon, brother.
Good afternoon, brother.
Good afternoon, brother.
Very good. I think good. So,
Good afternoon, brother.
dear brother Provincial, brother Susai, brother Saiju, and brother Paulos, Mr. Alex, and all other participants of this program, welcome back for the second day's program. I just glance to what we have done yesterday. May take 5 minutes only in case anyone have any doubts. You just ask me. We spoke first about a few things about impairment, disability, handicap, and we also spoke about child or person with a disability.
There is a echo, brother.
I don't know why.
There is an echo.
Hello?
In his room, brother, do you have another connection in your room?
No. Okay, now let me see. And also child or person with the disabilities and also disabled child. And third screen we saw about the main laws in India. And then we spoke about the progress of. Are you able to hear me?
Yes, brother.
Okay.
We can hear you.
Yeah, we were speaking about the special education and then slowly moving on to integrated education. And from there, further we saw the development of inclusive education. Then I show you one 4 circles to speak about what is exclusion, what is segregation, what was and the features of integration and also about inclusive education as a whole. The acquaintance said about the various aspects of having an inclusive education, and then we also and then yesterday we started with this slide of what is equality and what is equity. We up to this slide we saw yesterday. Now, is there anyone who wants to have any clarification? Maybe 2-3 minutes or so. Anybody having any clarification, please. We have some time. In case somebody have a kind of review or somebody want add something to what I said, or somebody want to compliment or say something, please do it now. Just 2-3 minutes. Since the classrooms is not interactive, that is not face to face, I am also not sure whether you understand or not. If you could ask me 1 or 2 doubts, 1 or 2 clarification, I will feel happier, so that it is a kind of face to face. At least we can feel it is face to face.
Can I ask you a question, brother?
Yeah.
If they are not, yeah. In a inclusive classroom,
Yeah.
when slow learners are also there, what if we follow the pace of the slow learner? Will we be able to finish whatever we started to do on time? How is that we'll be able to make up?
See that
The child will be
yeah, Alex, I understand the question. I think what you have planned, you can complete or not in the same class. I hope that's what you mean. Where there
exactly.
are different learners. The thing is, of course, we'll be dealing with adaptation and modification today, maybe the slides. And what is important is to plan after knowing the children in the classroom. You cannot just say according to your face, according to the teacher's thinking, this much I will do. Whether the child understands or not, then you will fail. But whereas if since you know the classroom conditions, since you know the students in the classroom, when you plan itself, you will be doing okay, this much only I can do for today. Only this much I can cover. That one, I think when you plan itself, you will know, because you know the students in the classroom. And by chance, if something is not understood, then I think you need to take a little extra time. So that is called again adaptation or modification. You may have to have an extra time if the child, even after you're well planning, if the child has not really understood, say if you will not understand, I think you need to spend an extra time. You may need to have an extra time or modify in the next class situation, class condition.
Thank you, brother.
Okay, I think if not out, we will go on. In case when we proceed, somebody want to stop me, please do it. And I'll be happy if someone could stop, so that there is some kind of interaction. Otherwise, I feel also I'm speaking only to my laptop. Okay, this is small.
Put on their videos, brother. Could we ask them to put on their videos?
No use. Because I am sharing the screen. No.
Oh, okay.
I cannot see.
You won't be able to see us, yes.
Okay, so inclusion is full inclusion of children with diverse abilities in all aspects of schooling that other children are able to access and enjoy. This is, as we said yesterday, I think it is not just bringing in children with a disability to the classroom. They need to be fully participating in the classroom activities. They need to gain knowledge. I don't say like other children, learn knowledge according to the need and ability of the child, and full participation. The participation again is said not equality wise, but in equity wise. So it is the child really enjoying his or her classroom condition. The inclusion, the child with a disability is also enjoying like other children. Okay, there is sometime I mean the classroom condition, we know all children are not enjoying your classes, or all children are not learning equally. So there is always a difference in learning, whether child with a disability are there or not. It is the learning is always different. The effectiveness of a teacher consists of how well you are able to define your classroom and present your subject matter to the children. And second one, it involves regular schools and classroom genuinely adapting to meet the needs of all children. So it is not that we say we have children with disability in my class and then I'm in my school, therefore we are all happy about it. What's important is how much are we doing for, that is, are they also enjoying in the classroom? Are they also enjoying the classroom? That also we need to really check. And another important aspect is we have inclusion. See, we are all persons or children in the classroom, they are all different. Each one is unique. Each one has got their own likes, dislikes, ability, potential. Everything is actually different. Even physically, everyone is different. In their thinking, in their attitude, also children are different. So having a child with a disability, it is actually just like any other children in the classroom. Therefore, we need to, I use here two words, celebrate and value. We need to celebrate the differences of every, which means you are accepting every child. You are able to accept the child with his or her strength and weaknesses, okay, abilities and limitations. You are able to celebrate that. You are able to, when I say celebrate, any celebration comes with when you like something, when you accept something. For Christmas, you are celebrating Christmas because you accept it, you like it. So therefore you are celebrating. And also we need to value every child in the classroom. That is, every child is important. If the teachers and the management have this type of attitude, because we'll be moving more towards attitude later on also. So then real inclusion, we can say real inclusion is taking place in our school and the classrooms. And another very important aspect is regular teacher supported by the resource teachers or the special educators. That is, all those who are trained to teach children with special needs. They support the regular teacher whenever there's a need. It is not that the special educator is replacing the teacher. Maybe the special educator is able to enhance the teaching ability or the input given by the a regular teacher in the classrooms. So next we say about what is the purpose of inclusive education. Okay, inclusive education, what is the main goal or what is the purpose? The goal of education are the same. See, we should understand that any goal of education, whether there are children with the disability, it is inclusive education or not, the goal of education is the same. And if you really look at our classrooms, we can surely we can say all our classrooms are even now inclusive. That is, as I said, that's in a broader sense. That boys are there, girls are there, poor are there, rich are there, or ethnic the tribes, caste, creed. We are not looking at those category when you admit the children. All of them we are admitting, which means we are already practicing certain amount of inclusion in our school or in our classrooms. But here our main focus is on inclusion of children with disability. So even when 2 or 3 children are there with the disability, the education goal is going to be the same. That is, curriculum can change in terms of content, pedagogy, and context. That is true in every situation. So we can be proud that all our schools, if you look, they are already inclusive in nature. But here, the more emphasis we are giving for admission and teaching learning process of children with disabilities. And I have put 2 notes there, 2 note. It is not to bring students with the special needs up to the level of peers. I think this should be even for everyone. Our aim is not to make the one child like the other child. That is not our aim. That is not the purpose. That is not to bring students with special needs up to the level of the peers. That is not at all the goal of education. Whether children with the disability are there or not, the goal of education is not that. We try to, or our goal should be impart education that everyone grows by himself and herself according to his or her capacity. That's why I think Tagore said, education is bringing out the innate potentials in every child. Education is to bring out the innate potential in every child. This is education is not that you are pouring something from outside to inside. Education means you are trying to bring out the talents and abilities of the child, which the child may not have realized it. Through our education, we are trying to bring out those hidden talents and abilities, which means you are imparting education to make the child bloom. This is a beautiful saying, bloom where you are planted. So therefore, we should target, our aim is in the through education is to make the child to bloom by himself or herself. We show certain amount of path and guidance. So therefore, it is not, even when the child with the disabilities, it is not to make them like others. We should accept them and give him or her space to grow by himself or herself. And it is not maintaining grade accepted from the students with the no special needs. That is, again, we are not going to compare a child with another child. I think we don't need to speak up, but you know about it as teachers, you know about that comparison is not at all good. We should not compare. Any comparison is usually bad unless you compare and then you are able to really bring out a good lesson for all the students. Next point is, it is to meet the individualized goals of every student with the special educational needs, if required. The context we saw here, educational setting. That is according to his or her capacity. And the next, it is to allow such students to learn at their own pace. That is very important. It is to allow such students, or any student for that matter, children with and without disability, a good teacher will allow him or her to learn in their own pace. That's why whatever you teach, all children are not getting first rank. Okay. All children are, sometimes all children are not passing in all the subjects. A child with a disability or without disability, all children are not getting the first rank. One thing to remember. Second thing is, sometimes all children are not even passing in all the subjects, leave alone getting equal marks. And that's why we said we need to celebrate differences. If everyone's talents are same, it is, then there is no enjoyment in schooling, there is no enjoyment in life itself. Suppose you conduct a competition and in a running race, 100-meter race, all the participants are having the same speed and all of them will raise the finish point at the same time. So we know it is not possible and it is not good also. It is not not possible. Secondly, it is not, in a way, not good. It is not even not enjoyable. So all, which means the uniqueness is not there. So God has created every child with own uniqueness. So therefore, we need to accept that and also respect. So here we see English education. What are the benefits? Okay, now we are going to see the benefits of English education. What I say is only few things. I'm sure you will be able to add your own points to it when you think, when you reflect, when you read. I'm sure you will get more points. This is, I'm sharing some of the points that I have, which I know. Okay, the first one I am speaking about children with disabilities. That is English education. What are the benefits the children with the disabilities get when they are studying together, when they are included along with other children, not segregated or not secluded? That is higher social interactions. The first point is when they are being with everyone, they get higher social interactions. I hope you know what is social interaction, what you mean by social interactions. I hope you know it. Otherwise, you can discuss among yourself. We have no time to discuss about the social interactions, what it is. But definitely, they learn how to live and move in the society like other children. They learn the behavior, the accepted behavior of children. They will learn better. Here, let's say one example, we have got children with intellectual disability in our school, and those who are with mild disability, we are putting them along with others. Those who are severe and little profound, we are educating them separately. Now, if you come to school, you will, those children, when they are coming out during the break time, usually you will not be able to identify whether the child is with intellectual disability. I feel if they study in a special school where children with only the children with intellectual disabilities are there, their behavior will be much different from when they are having the education along with others, because they learn how others are dressed up. Their children without disabilities or children without intellectual disability, how others are dressing up, neat, clean, tidy. They comb their hair, put on the buttons, wear shoes. So other children are, the children with intellectual disability are also noticing all this, and thereby they also learn that behavior, because the majority of children are without a disability. Therefore, children with intellectual disability also learn that pattern of behavior. This is social interactions will be much, and they like to talk politely, learn how to speak, how to give a shake hand, how to interact, how to talk, all that they learn. Okay, next one is building up high self-esteem. And we know about the low self-esteem and high self-esteem, and what is important that we need to grow in every child high self-esteem. That is valuing himself or herself as good, as important human being, important person. This also happens by participation and interaction. See, for example, when we have these co-curricular activities and all in the school, a child with disabilities, say for example, a child who cannot see, okay, a visually impaired boy or girl, taking part in a debate competition, or in a singing competition, or in an extemporary speech. I mean, when they take part, when they get a prize for singing, or for an extemporary speech, or for elocution, they feel so happy, they feel so proud, their self-esteem goes very high, because
Brother, we could not hear to you.
That seems to be a technical issue here just now. If any of you have any questions, please type it in the chat box so brother can reply to you. It seems brother's connection is network is poor, so he's not able to connect. If any of you have any questions for brother, you please type it in the text box. Brother, kindly unmute yourself. Brother, you're muted.
Me?
Now, okay, brother.
Can you hear? I think I had some issue with the network. Mhm. Okay. Can you hear me, please?
Yes, brother.
Yes,
Now we
bro.
can hear you.
Yes, brother.
Okay. Sorry for my today network is bad here, I think. So we are speaking about inclusive education benefits for children with the disabilities. That is, we spoke on a higher social interaction, building of high self. Here we are speaking about when they take part in a competition along with other students, and if they win a prize, or even if they don't win, the mere fact that they took part in a competition along with others, that gives them a lot of confidence. They feel happy, they feel contented. That also we can see, I'm sure, in the school where the children with the disabilities are there, this is very much noticeable. And you just compare, if they study, for example, CBI students, that is children who cannot see, children with visual impairment, if they study in a school only meant for them, say there are 30-40 students in that school, and they also conduct competitions too. They take part in the competitions and they win a prize. They slowly realize that we are competing only among ourselves, and there are only the 30 or 40 of us, and they don't feel that thrill of winning a prize, especially as the children grow into higher classes. So therefore, building up a self-esteem is very much happening when they study in an inclusive education and take part in the activities. Even if they don't win a prize, I'm sure they feel quite happy and contented. And the sense of belonging to a mainstream school or a community. They are not segregated. They feel, oh, I'm part of a mainstream school. I'm also able to study along with others. And I have, and even the community, the parents, other parents, the community member, teachers, everybody is accepting them, though they feel a sense of belonging that they belong to the same mainstream society. And also that appropriate mode of behavior. I already shared one experience. Learned from each other. Each other means especially children without disabilities. They learn, of course, in this case, I am sure they will learn both to be good behavior as well as they may even learn certain amount of bad behavior from other students. That is, you have got, naughty children are also there in the school. Children with certain misbehaviors are also there in the classroom. They learn both, and I feel it is good. They should learn everything so that they are also they are going to be in the society. They are going to live after schooling, whether they are whether they are studying in a special education center or in an inclusive center. They are going to live in the society once the schooling is over, and they will be able to face the challenges of the world. The children are able to face the challenges of the world better when they have learned with along with other children in the mainstream school, because they would also experience a certain amount of a little bit of fighting, quarreling, even bullying. All that I am not using the word bullying is not accepted. I am saying in some the face of that they also would have experienced that. So therefore, all that will help them to face the challenges of daily life in the society. And they enjoy the childhood. They have water experience, and therefore they enjoy the childhood as a little bit of fooling, making fun of, laughing, and sometimes even getting hurt and crying. All that are part of childhood. We don't need to present only a gossip picture when the children with are there in the classroom. After some, in the beginning, of course, I remember in Guwahati in 2003, when we started the inclusive education, first time the children came from Jyotiniketan School for the Blind in Narangi. When they came to Montfort School, my God, that time they came to class 6, I believe, and no, class 7. And so many other children, everybody wants to take care of the BI children who came to our school. Everyone want to do, everyone to do something. But after 2-3 months, you can see slowly that interest is fading down. If that enthusiasm slowly goes down. But I'm sure there are always some children who takes an extra care of children with special needs. So that will be there everywhere. There are children with so many are there with good heart, and they enjoy a real childhood experience and preparation for future life. I think I already shared, but when they do all this, they are in a way there is a preparation for their future life. And the second point I want to say, the benefits for children without disabilities. So it is not only, the benefit is not only for children with the disabilities, but it is also for children without disabilities. That's okay, just a few points. As I said, I am only giving you few hints. I am sure you will be able to reflect, you will be able to read, you will be able to understand, and more points to all that I am sharing now. That is, they also have opportunity and knowledge about children with the disabilities. They know, okay, there are, you see, when the children with special needs are not there, children without disability, that the so-called normal, the regular children, I said so-called, they may not know that there are children with this type of disabilities also exist in the society unless they see. And when they see them, they wonder, they get the knowledge, and I'm sure they learn a lot when they live and study along with children with disabilities. And they will know how to respect and value human diversities, human uniqueness. I think here the teachers, we also need to play an important role to emphasize or tell in the classrooms about the diversification of human beings and also the different abilities and talents of every human being, and more the uniqueness of every child. This I think we as the teachers, we need to emphasize this in the classroom condition a lot, especially in inclusive setup, even otherwise, the uniqueness of every child. That's why some of the children are getting bullied up, or they're always made fun of by other children. That I think we try to stop it, and I think we need to pay great attention to educate and also make the other children understand. See, those are quite smart, I mean, we compare them that way, and they should understand that every child who is created are not same, they are different. I think we need to make them understand the diversity of human nature. And they are learning from itself, they learn actually the compassion, also gratitude. This is very important to express gratitude to God, gratitude to nature, to their fellow being, to parents of all that they get. And in this case, the leadership also will grow. Sometimes some of them make an extra hand, extra steps to help children with the special needs. So therefore, they develop their leadership also. This playing a buddy role by some children is very important in making the children with a disability feel more comfortable, to feel more at home in the classroom. Having a buddy is very important. Even to impart education, that is to share notes, to teach what he or she has not understood, all can be to make inclusive education success. A budding system is very, very important. And they also learn the value of social responsibility. That is, every human being is important. Every human being or every child has the right to live, learn, study in the world. The right of every child need to be understood by every student, every child. The right of every child. And when you know that you have the right and the other person also has the right, then you will learn about responsibility. Then when everyone is responsible, it becomes self-responsibility. Together becomes a social responsibility. Exposure to human services and professions. They learn a lot of services that are available. Become better citizens and members of the society. So I think these are the main benefits a child without disability will achieve when they study along with children with disabilities. And next one is, what are the benefits of a teacher? I think this also we need to understand. And by teaching in an inclusive classroom, you also benefit a lot as teachers. You become creative and innovative teachers. That is, this happens if you are not a mediocrity teacher. You are not a mediocre. You are a teacher who is dedicated, who is committed to the cause of education. Therefore, when there is a special child in the classroom, you will try your best to make your classroom more innovative and also make it creative, so that every child in the classroom will understand what you are teaching. As I said, inclusive education is a good teaching. Inclusive education is good teaching because you are able to be creative and innovative, and then you will become that, provided you are dedicated and committed to your mission as a teacher. You will try to make every child in the classroom understand what you are teaching. I just want to say, now repeat again, this is not only when the it is okay, not only when there are children with special needs. You see the classroom children are different. Everyone is different. So therefore, in order to really but a quality education, an education that understands by everybody, you need to be creative and innovative. For this, you need to be 100% committed to your mission. Okay, I don't call it as a job, your mission as a teacher. And you will come to know the abilities of children with the disabilities. Often we think, oh, poor children with the disability, they don't know anything, they have no, poor fellows. Sometimes we feel pity for them. We should never feel pity for children with the disabilities in your classroom. You can be empathetic. Empathy you can show, but not pity. Don't show children pity, because If you show pity, then they will not grow, because then you will show them lot of leniency. You will show lot of concession. You will give them some concession by which they become lazy. Okay, this is what I tell our teachers very often, especially to the new teachers. When they see children with disabilities, they feel more, they feel pity, they feel, okay, poor fellow. That type of attitude, I mean, that type of thing should not be there. Then you will not be doing justice, because you show them concession, then they will not learn. Remember, every human mind is lazy. We need to put some pressure, then only they learn. Same thing with the case of children with in the classroom. You need to give them a lot of pressure to learn, because with understanding, then you will see, and you will come to know slowly and slowly that children with ability, they do have a lot of talents and potential ability, just like children without disabilities. Okay, become more effective teachers when exposed to different teaching methods, and challenges become an opportunity. That is, you will become more self-confident and interested in teaching. See, challenge, you make your challenges an opportunity. I'm sure when you come to class, even here I can see, especially when the new teachers come, my God, there are children with hearing impairment in the classroom. They get panicky. Then of course we brief them, but still they get frightened. How to impart education to them. So then, if they take it as a challenge, automatically it becomes an opportunity for the teachers. There is always feel-good factor, which is emotionally enriching. You feel good. At the end of the day, you feel happy. I have helped a child with disability. Therefore, you feel enriched. And I'm sure you will be in the society will look at you with a kind of, I mean, they'll keep you a little high. Oh my God, this, for example, here they will say, teaching in Montfort School of Education. Oh, okay, they are able to impart education for all. So the teachers do feel great about it. The fourth point I want to the benefit for the society and as a nation. What do they get? So community feels good that all children are going to school. See, if in a village, if some children are not going to school, I'm sure it is if the society is a caring society, it is a botheration or a concern for the people in the village, people of the community. The community feels, oh my God, we are not able to go to school, or they are not getting education. If the society is a concerned society, then they feel bad about it. They feel concerned about it. So therefore, when everyone is going to school, the community as a whole feels good about it. And it is more cost effective than special schools. And they are able to study, the children are able to study in the neighborhood school itself. That is the government schools, every SSS school, government schools are also supposed to be English education centers. Now, how practically it is done, implemented, that's a question mark. But every SSS school is supposed to be meant for especially children with disabilities also in the classrooms. So we feel children with disabilities are no more a burden for the society. The parents, first of all, then the relatives, then the neighbors, then society as a whole, they feel the children don't become a burden. Their independence free their caregivers for a productive work. Suppose when they go to school, the caregivers, parents or the relatives, they are also able to go for some work outside. They also become productive. If the children don't go to school, they may have to sit with them. Then they also lose their job opportunity, or they won't be productive. Enhances the image of a society, a state in a country. So if so many children are going to school, so many children with disabilities are going to school, and if there are more English education centers in a state, I am sure that state feels good in the country. And for example, in India, as a country, later on we will feel oh, at the international forum, if say for example, in Meghalaya, if all the children with the disabilities are going to school, say inclusive education schools, neighborhood school, then Meghalaya feels great about it in India. And likewise, all the states in India, most of the children are going to school, that is including children with the disabilities. And India as a nation, we feel proud about it. And this will be spoken of in the international forums. So therefore, if you look at the pattern, the inclusive education pattern, the benefits, it is mainly for children with the disabilities, children without the disabilities. It is good for the teachers and also it is good for society as a whole. I think it is already going to be 2 o'clock. I think I have to stop here. Otherwise, Alex will put out the mic.
No, brother, you're most welcome. Thanks a lot, brother.
So
for your
if
lovely-
somebody, of course, next week is we'll be speaking next 2 weeks. I thought we'll be sharing about more about adaptation and also accommodation. Okay, adaptation and also assessment, and also about UDL. These 2 factors, that is assessment and adaptation, and also UDL method. We will see. I hope we can somewhat cover in the next 2 sessions. Okay, these 4 sessions are very short to share more about English education, but just we are just looking into what is very essential. Okay, but it's very important. We're just going through. I'm sure the teachers can surely read more and pick up more. Okay, if anybody has got any clarification, please. Any clarification? All are so quiet. It is said 2 types of students. I'm not comparing you as students, okay? Or 2 types of learners have no doubts. That is, one who has understood everything. Okay, they have no doubt. And one who has understood nothing. They also will not have any doubts. Which is those who are not understood. Okay, anything else will not have the doubt. And those who understood everything also will not have doubts. So I believe you are in the first category, that you have understood everything. And if I put you in the second category, I am also putting myself in the dock. Hello, any sound? I'm not hearing even a single sound also. Are you all there, or you have gone off from the session?
Yes, brother, we are here.
Oh, you are there. I say no sound at all is here. Nothing is, no response. That's why I was doubting whether all of you muted the video and audio and gone somewhere else.
We are listening, brother.
So anybody, any doubt? Otherwise, I stop here. I think because there are few more sizable adaptations that we will share next, because already 2 o'clock, because others have to deliver. Shall I wind up?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, brother.
Yes, brother.
Okay. Okay, Alex.
Thank you, brother. Thank you very much.
Okay. Thank you, teacher. See you next week.
Thank you, brother.
Friday we will see again next week. All right. Okay. Thank you to everyone.
Thank you, brother.
Sir.
Thank you, brother. Thank you, brother.
Thank you, brother.
Thank you, brother. Then we will move on to our next segment. May I request Ms. Jacinta Sangma to take the floor.
तो बच्चा चिंता संबंध है नहीं चल पान
Jacinta ma'am. Jacinta ma'am.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, the floor is yours, ma'am.
Thank you so much, sir, for giving me this platform. First, I would like to say good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
How you all doing? Okay. Before starting my session, first I would like to request everyone, each and every one of you, to switch on your video. While you switch on your video, kindly please your mics so that the disturbance will not occur.
All those who are not switched on the video, you can outside.
There's a disturbance. Please switch
Noise
off your mic.
coming off your mic.
Hello.
Mute your. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Yes, miss.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, miss.
Okay, before starting my,
Yes,
I would like to share something about. Yes. Kindly please switch off your mics. Mute yourself.
Ma'am, voice is not clear.
Okay.
The buzzing is gone. Now it's clear.
Now it's clear?
Yeah, now it's clear.
Yes, yes. Now you can continue, ma'am.
Okay. Now, before starting with the science, first I would like to share some this one about the sign language. Nowadays, for this, for the better education, now in many of the schools, we are using the sign languages. Many awareness programs are given regarding these sign languages. Trainings on basic sign languages are organizing by many of the stakeholders, and many programs, like different kinds of programs regarding this sign languages have been organized. Many different stakeholders to impart the knowledge regarding this sign language. Now, today's students are diverse learners, and using sign language, which promotes faster academic achievement with the classrooms. Nowadays, during this pandemic, COVID-19, in imparting the education, the information communication technology that we used to call as ICT, this ICT plays a vital role in imparting this education. Now, ICT helps the teachers also to interact with the students, not only with disabilities, but without disabilities. Now, it helps the interpreters also to learn from the this YouTube and all. So many different opportunities we are getting from the media, and it also helps the teachers in preparation for the teaching, like videos in sign languages, and like making some videos, like interpreting some COVID update regarding COVID updates. We are interpreting and we are uploading in the social media, so that some of our special children also will get the information regarding this COVID update and all. So nowadays it is becoming a very important. So I request all of you, at least you have to learn the basic things on this sign language. So I request each and every one of you to communicate with me so that you will learn the basic things on this sign language. So now, yesterday we have learned the alphabets of this bilingual sign language, that is double-handed sign language. Do you remember? Do you remember yesterday's class?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Yes, miss.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, do I need to do it again on this double-handed sign language? Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yes. Okay. Today I'll show you the video on this sign language, but the thing is that when you learn on this sign language, you just, after learning, you just make a video of yourself. Okay, just make a video of yourself, then later on you can send it to us so that we will be able to know you all, that you all have learned all these things. Is that clear? Will that be okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Can you see my video, or you can, yeah, you see my screen? Can you see my video?
Yes, we can see, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now A. You just take your right hand thumb finger and your left hand thumb finger, and on the right side you just put it together like this. A. Okay. This is A. And yesterday I told you that another A is there. There are two signs for A. I told you about there are 5 letters are there. So those 5 letters we can use it. Okay. So this is A. This thumb finger we can use as A. So this is A. Okay. This one also A, and this one also. This one also A. Here. Now B. B is like this. B. Then C. C, you just move your fingers like this. Then this will become C. Then D. This is D. Then E. Take your left hand and just put your second finger in the middle. Then this will become E. Okay, can you see me?
Yes, ma'am.
Then F. F is like this. F. Take your right hand 2 fingers with the left hand 2 fingers. Then on the left hand, you just put your right hand fingers together like this. Then this will become F.
Ma'am, your screen
Yes?
shows D, ma'am. Your screen is not moving. That
Yes.
PowerPoint. Ah, yeah, right.
Got it? Then G. G, you just take your hand like this. Then slide your hand like this, okay? H. All of you show your H. H is like this. H. Slide your hand. Are you getting? You just follow my hands. Try to do it. All those who are in videos. H. H. Yes. Then I'll show you my 5 fingers. There, I told you that vowel is there. A, E, I, O, U. So this is I. You can use this I also. Then take G. Take your left hand. Then with your right hand, you have to slide this. This is J. Okay. This is J. Are you all getting? This is J. Slide it. Yes.
We need to slide it. Is it, ma'am? Do we need to
Yes,
slide?
yes, yes.
Okay.
From the, you just like
Okay.
this.
Okay. J.
J. This will become J. Then for K, take your left hand, second finger. Okay. This one is your mother thumb. Take your second finger like this. Then with your right hand, second finger, just bend it and put it like this. Then this will become K. Then L. L. This is L. Yes. And for this M, just take your left hand and your right finger, you just take 3 fingers like this. The second finger, middle finger, and fourth finger. Take these 3 fingers, then you just put it on your left hand. Then this will become M. This is M.
It is similar with that H. Is it similar with that?
No, H you have to take hand. H you have to take your whole hand, your left hand also, your right hand also. H is like this, And M is, you just take your whole hand, then you take only 3 fingers. Then you just put it on your left hand. Then this will become M. M. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
It is like this, okay? Then for this M, this one also similar with M, but you have to take only 2 fingers, okay? With these 2 fingers, you just put it on your left hand like this. Then this will become N. Is that clear? Then for this O, you just take your right hand and put it like this. This is O, okay? O. O. Not like this, okay? Not like this. You just put like this. O. Then after O, P will come. So P, for P, you have to take your left hand, your second finger, with this right hand, you just make it C, smaller than C. Then you just put it on the upper tip of the second finger. Then this will become P. Yes. Then after P, Q. For this Q, you just take O in your left hand. Then your second finger, on the whole of this O. Then this will become Q. Okay, you can check the screen. This will become Q. For this R, just take your hand, left hand, then put your second finger on the right, little bit, you just bend little bit, then you just put it on your right hand, then this will become R. You can check the screen. Then S is similar, you just take your little finger on the right and little finger on the left, then you just join it like this. Okay, then this will become S. Then for this T, just take your second finger on the right and the left, and just make it like this. Then this will become T. And you can use this one also as a T. T, then T. Okay. And U, as usual, take it on the right hand, U. Then V. W. W is like this. W. X. Y. And Z. Okay. This is Z. This is Z. This is called the double-handed sign language. So you can practice it at home, and you can make a video and you can share all your videos with us. Okay. I hope you all have understood this double-handed sign language. Okay. Single-handed sign language. This is single-handed sign language. This is called single-handed sign language. Okay. If you have understood this double-handed sign language, on to another class, another slide. Yes. Have you all have understood this double-handed sign language?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, now listen. Before going to the next slide, I would like to request you all to make a video on your name. Okay, like afterwards I'll teach
Somebody's
what
phone
is
is
your
ringing.
name. My name is this and that. But the thing is that now you have learned the alphabets, so it will be better if you can practice all these alphabets to make a name. Like suppose my name is Jacinta, so I'm not going to sign my name is, because we will learn this all things later. So now I'm going to sign my name, like my name is Jacinta. Okay, J-A-C-I-N-T or A, like this I can do it. Okay, see, once more I'll show you.
Ma'am, please go.
A.
Ma'am,
Yes.
please go a little bit slow. That's Jacinta spelling. You go so faster, so that's why a little bit slow. So thank you.
Okay. My name is Jacinta, so I'm signing it with these letters. Okay, with this double-handed sign language. See, this one is J. Okay, J. A. I can use this one. Before I told you about the vowels that we can use these vowels. A, E, I, O, U. Okay. So I A also. A. Okay. And this A also I can use. Like J, A, like this I can use. But see, but I'm using J, A, C, I, or I can use this I also, and I can use this I also, middle one I. vowels. You have to remember these vowels, okay? Say J, A, C, I, N, T, A. Got it? Like this, you have to sign your name. Like this, you have to spell your name and make a video and send it to us. Okay? Are you getting, all of you?
Ma'am, is there any difference
Understood?
between small letter and capital letter?
No, now I'm going to teach you this language. Okay? This
Okay, ma'am.
single-handed sign language I will teach you. But now I have teach you this double-handed sign language. So we will go to the next slide. There I will teach you this single-handed sign language. Okay? That one we usually used to do it for the small letter, just to make the students understand. Okay, students. Now you have understood this value, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, okay. Now we will go to the next slide. Will that be okay? Will that be okay if we go to the next slide?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, ma'am. Okay, now this single-handed sign language you will learn. For this single-handed sign language, take your right hand. Okay, take your right hand. All of you take your right hand together. Show me your right hand. Right hand, okay? Show me your right hand. So, fingers like this. Bend all your 4 fingers, okay? Bend all your 4 fingers like this. Then this will be A. This will be A. Got it, all of you? Now again, move slowly and make it straight. Then this will become B. Okay, this will be B. Then again, slowly bend it. Then this will become C. Then take your second finger, then make it D. This is D, okay? D. D. Then again, bend it, but not fully. Then this will become E. E is like this, E. Are you getting? E.
E and E.
Then again, take E. E is like this. Bend it, but not fully. Half only you have to bend it. Yes. And slowly take your second finger, then make it straight your middle finger, forefinger, and little finger. Then this will become F. This is F. Then for G, up to F you have got it. Yes? So up to F will do. Okay. So start doing. Let me see. A, B, E, D, E, F. This F we use for a beautiful sign. Okay. This F we use for a beautiful sign, like it looks beautiful. Like this we use this F so that you remember this beautiful is for the F. You'll remember like this. Okay. So up to F you have got it. Yes. Now we'll go to the G. This is F. So take your second finger and your mother thumb. This is G. Okay. Take your second finger and mother thumb. Then H. For H, you have to take this second finger and middle fingers. H, like this. H. Okay. Then I. Then while doing this I, you just bend it like this. Then this will become J. This I, you just bend it like this. Then this will become J. Then take your second finger and your middle finger and your thumb finger on the middle like this, and this will become K. Getting? Are you all getting? Yes. Take your second finger, okay, this second finger and middle finger, and this thumb finger you put it on the middle, then this will become K. L. For the M, you take these three fingers, then bend it like this. This will become M. Then after M, take only two fingers, then put this mother thumb and put it like this. N. M N O. O is same. Then M T. How you will make P? Before you have made already a K. Yes. Take your K, then put it like this, then this will become P. Okay. This is P. For the Q, you take your thumb and your second finger, then bend it like become Q. Q, then R. R is in the cross sign like this. R. R. S will be like this. S. R S T U B. While you are doing split it like this, then this will become B. Then after V, W. For this W, you just make it three fingers out, then this will become W. Then X. X, you just make it C. Okay. This thumb finger and finger, you make it C, then you just do it like this, then this will become X. Okay. X and Y. Then Z. Z, you just make it small, then this is Z. Okay.
Yes.
Are you getting?
Yes. Not getting.
Not getting.
Not getting.
So actually, like the previous one, excuse me, ma'am. Like the previous one, actually, I think it would be better if a single slide for a particular specific letter. Na? So for A, it is a single slide. Then for B, it is a single slide. For C, it would be we can understand that.
Okay. Here you are not understanding. This slide you are not understanding. This one you are not understanding.
Actually, confusing a little bit. Actually, somewhere
okay,
capital letters also come into play, na? And so it is the reason, might be. So
okay, fine. Wait, I'll show you the video. Okay. Can you see clearly? Am I audible?
Yes,
Am I
yes,
audible?
we can hear you, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am, you are
Yes, we
audible.
can hear you.
Can you see my screen? Can you all see my screen?
yes, I can see your screen.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, we can see.
Now you can see this video, then you will understand it. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
So A is like this. See, A. Take your palm. All of you do it together so that you will learn. See, this is B. You have to open all your palm like this. Are you getting?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you? All of you try to follow this video, okay? So that you will learn from this video.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, okay. Start from the beginning. Start from the beginning.
Okay.
Take your right hand. Take your right hand. Take your right hand and make A. A. Got it? Got all of you? Then now B. Stretch all your fingers. Then this will become B.
Yes, ma'am.
Then C. This is like this C. Then D.
D.
Take your middle finger up. Then E will be like this. Are you getting? The F is like this. F. You have to stretch all the 3 fingers. And this second time you have to bend it. And for this G, you have finger, and with the mother finger, you have to stretch it. For the H, you just stretch the finger with the second finger and H. For the I, you just take the for the J, you have to for this K, just take your second finger and your middle finger, and then your thumb in the second and the middle finger. Just put it in the middle. Okay. Getting?
Yes, miss.
L. M. See, just check. See the second finger, middle finger, and your fourth finger. You have to bend it on the upper part of the mother thumb. Okay. Like this, you have to bend it. See, this is M.
This is the man. We cannot see your fingers.
Yes.
This is the man. Your hand has to be a little more higher so that we can see your fingers.
No. This one video. They cannot see the video.
Ma'am, your
Just,
video is
my
not
video is not playing
playing.
at all.
No, miss, your video is not visible
Yes,
correctly.
your video is not
Teacher
playing.
cannot see.
Yeah,
Yes,
it's not
ma'am, we
playing.
can't see.
Maybe because of the
No,
network. I
miss,
think.
can't see.
Maybe because of the network.
It is stuck on the screen, ma'am.
Okay. Then I have to go back. Is it working or not? Video working?
No.
Video is working or not?
No, ma'am, it is not
Not
working.
working. Not working.
Video.
Show the previous slide.
Slide is not working.
Numbers are there on the screen, ma'am.
Go to the previous slide.
Numbers are there. This is
Now?
No.
not working.
No. What about now? You can you see?
No, ma'am, video is not
One slide
playing
ahead.
yet.
Yeah, click on that.
Now we can see the slide.
Now, is it coming?
No, dear ma'am.
No
No,
video.
ma'am.
No, why is it coming?
And actually, 39 slide is coming. 30.
Yeah, 39 slide, it is not coming.
39 coming. 30 instead of 39, I think 38.
Use the keyboard arrow mark up arrow. You press.
Coming. Okay, then I'll go to the. Wait, okay. Coming or not? No.
Not coming.
Then I'll just show it to you. Okay. Kindly please follow my video. Okay. Take your right hand, then bend your fingers, then this is A, okay? A, B, C, D. You cannot see me like this because we are opposite directions, so you just follow it. This is D, E, F, G, H, I, J, like this, J, K. Your second finger and your middle finger, and in the middle you just put the thumb finger like this, and this will become K. M is like this. Take 3 fingers, and inside you just put the mother thumb. Then this will become M. And N. K you have taken K. So you just put it like this. Then this will become P. Okay. This is K. You just put it like this. Then this will become K. P. Then for this Q, you just put it U like this. Then this will become Q. Okay. So you have done this U, right? So you just put it like this. Now downside. Then this will become Q. Then for this R, you just put this like this. Then this will become R. Then S is like this. Just bend all your fingers. Then put the mother thumb on the upper part. Then this will become S. Then for this T, take out your second finger. Then put it inside your thumb finger. Then this will become T. Like this, okay? T. R, S, T. Now U is like this. U. Then split it, then this will become V. W. So this W, you have to take out your 3 fingers. Then X is like this. X, Y, and Z. Okay. Now see how I'm doing. Now J. My name I'm going to spell it. Okay. J A C I N T A. Like this, I'm spelling my name. Okay. You just practice it, then you will know the alphabets. Okay. Got it?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am. We got.
Are you clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Jacinta. Very nice of you to help us with your sign language.
Okay,
We
I was about
request
to
all
continue.
the participants to practice at home their names and show to us next class. It'll be wonderful.
Next class, we will learn the basic words, and the basic things I will teach you in the next class.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Okay, thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Huh?
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, welcome.
Shall we now go on to our next segment? May I request Jacinta ma'am and Sister Joycey to lead us to the second segment now, assessment for all. Sister Joycey, Jacinta ma'am.
Okay, sir. So good afternoon, teachers, once again. Hope all are
Good afternoon.
after two session. So before we start today's session, let's do the recap of yesterday. Yesterday we have done task 1, 2, 3. If anyone has got any doubt, any clarification, 1 minute to 2, 3 minutes are there, you can ask. Then we can go ahead with the task 4. Hello teachers, anyone has got any clarification or any doubt? Am I audible?
Yeah, we can hear you,
Yes,
sister.
you are audible.
Yes, sister. We can hear your voices.
If anyone has got any doubt, any clarification, you can ask. Otherwise, we can go ahead with the task 4.
Sister, can you please repeat again the grading system? How to grade?
Okay. That I will do. It's a grading system. I will explain to you when we do the task 4, because grading system is same as for all the AFA tools. When we do the assessment for children, grading system will be same as the other task what we have done. So I will carry on that when we do the task 4.
Okay. Okay, sister.
So if you have no clarification, you can go ahead with the task 4. Miss Jacinda. 4.
Sir, is it visible? I'm sharing
it is
this.
visible, but it is a task 3.
Okay, okay. Is it visible?
It is visible.
Yes.
Okay, okay.
Now task 4. Yes, task 4. Here we can see the word in 3 letters. If you put your video on and or the microphone you off, so that I can show you some flashcards and tactile flashcard. If you on the video. So here we can see on the screen the words in 3 letters in task 4. Here what we are to do is that when you do the assessment for children, we have to ask the child to read the word. And the child is able to respond correctly. We can applicate the child. Can you see this flashcard? Hello? Hello?
Go on, sister, go on.
Can you see?
Yes, sister. Hold it a little higher, sister. Hold it a little higher. Hold it a little higher. Yeah.
This is just I prepared for it to show. You can make it more creative, attractive with a border. Just to show the example so that you can make when you do the assessment for children, and you can make it just for all the children. So when you do the assessment, instead of showing this printed paper, you can make a flashcard like this. You can show and ask the child to read loud. If suppose we are doing the assessment for children with visually impairment, you cannot show this flashcard simple way. Instead, you can show that you can prepare it with a thread or with any materials which you can paste on this line, and you can make it a tactile flashcard. Here sample is there. I have not made so well, but then just I cut it out. When the children with vision, can you see it? Can you see this?
Yes, we can see.
Yes, sister. Yes, sister.
Yes,
It is the letters. When the child will touch the letters, they can feel it. But when we write a simple flashcard, the children with visual impairment, they will not be able to feel anything when they touch this paper. But when we modify this one with a tactile, you can put it with a thread or any other materials you can paste on these letters and show the child with visual impairment, so that when the child will touch with the finger, they can read it. And for visual impairment children, we have to do this one in the braille. Have you seen braille, teachers?
Yes.
We have to type in the braille slate. Here we have to type these words, and we have to show them so that they can touch and read. When they touch here, they will feel the dot. So with the touch, they will be able to read the letters. Now, those children with hearing impairment, you cannot say loud. Even if you say loud, they will not be able to hear. But you can show them again for visual impairment children. You can show this flashcard again, so that by seeing this, they will be able to read loud. Or you can show the videos of this task which we are doing, this assessment in language videos, so that they will be able to understand. But some children will not be able to follow the sign language. In that case, you cannot show the signing, but you can tell the children to look at your mouth and the lip movement. By lip movement, they can read by seeing this lip movement, lip reading. So you can explain to them through lip movement the task which you are doing. And the grading system. Somebody asked the grading system. Here it is given 8 words are here. You can see on the screen. So the other side of the screen you can see in the Hindi, and the grading it is given here. 4A, 4B, 4C, 4D, 4E, and 4F. It is given for each word. If suppose a child is able to say hot, correct response which is he's giving, we can grade him 2. Correctly he responded. Correctly he said it hot. So you can grade him 2. By chance, he suppose next word he is saying instead of pen, he said in different name. child did not respond correctly. Incorrect way he responded. In that case, you cannot give 2 marks. 2 grading you cannot give. The grading will be 1 next to column for B for that second word. And next, when the child is not able to say the next word, no response of any that word what you are asking, so you can grade him 0. That way we can grade. That is why they are given here. It is given for A, for B, for C. It is given for each word. Any doubt for grading still? If you have got anything doubt regarding grading system, you can ask now. Is it clear?
Yes, sister.
Please stop me and ask the clarification. I can clarify and we can go ahead with the other. Anyone has got any doubt with the grading system? Hello?
No, sister.
Okay.
Someone asked for the grading system, no?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir. I asked.
Yeah. Are you clear in it now?
Yes, sir.
Good, thank you. Then we can continue, sister.
Okay, sir. Then let's move on to task 5. Task 5. Task 4 and task 5 is more or less same it is, but in task 5, it is in 4 letters. Sometimes child is confused because he is in the task for 3, now it is in 4 letters. Same way you can make it a flashcard which I showed you in the beginning. Same way you can prepare it and make it creative with a border, and child will be very much interested and attracted towards this flashcard and able to respond to us. So, in task 5 also same as the task 4. And here it is given more words and grading system is same as before. Remember always record out the response, how many the child is able to respond, so that we will be able to grade him correctly. Now, task 6. Task 6. In task 6, someone is on the can you the others can you please unmute your mic? It is some sound is coming. In task 6, you have to, it is a listening comprehension. In this task, you have to read aloud. You have to tell the children whom we are assessing, the child, we have to tell him or her to listen when we read. And when we read, we should not be too fast in reading. The child will not be able to listen to us, especially children with the disabilities. So, the task 6 is listening comprehension. Now, in this task, you are to read out the paragraph to the child and tell the child to listen while you read. Once the reading is completed, you can see 2 questions below of the paragraph. So you can ask first question. I will read for you. There was a fat king. The fat king had a thin dog. One day, the fat king and his thin dog went for a walk. The dog saw a bird. The dog ran after the bird. The king ran after the dog to catch it. They ran and ran. Now the fat king is thin. Now I will ask the first question. Since the screen is, you are able to see the screen, so that now if I ask also you'll be able to say the answer. How did the king's dog look? Anyone? How did the king's dog look? Anyone can answer.
The king's dog was thin.
Yes.
Thin.
Correct. So, when you read for children, sometimes child will not be able to say at the first reading because maybe our reading may be too fast or do not get our reading. So we have to read second time. The child first attempt he is not able to say. We can read it a little more slowly, clearly. There was a fat king. The fat king had a thin dog. One day, the fat king and his thin dog went for a walk. The dog saw a bird. The dog ran after the bird. The king ran after the dog to catch it. They ran and ran. Now, the fat king is still. Now, second question. After who did the dog run? Anyone? After
The dog
who?
ran after the bird.
After the bird.
Pardon me?
The dog ran after the bird.
Answer is correct. So, sometimes children will not be able to say at first. Even we also we took a little time to give the answer. So, especially with the children with the disabilities, we are to be little more slow. And here it is given. How did the king's dog look? So when you read, you can stress little more on to that answer. Like the fat king had a thin dog. You can little more prolong so that the child will be able to catch the answer. So in the same way for visually impairment and the child with a hearing impairment, you can do the what I have said in the beginning task 4. You can write those are visually impaired. You can write it in the braille and you can read. Then since the visual impairment, they can listen when you read. But when child with the hearing impairment will not be able to listen when you read. So there you need to show the video of this task, sign language video of this task 6, and you can tell the story in sign language and ask the child to respond to you for the question. Is it clear? Here also grading system also is same. 6A and B. It is given 6A and B. If the child is able to say first answer, how did the dog look? If the child is able to respond to you correctly, you can give 2 grade, you can grade him 2. And the child is not responding correctly, you can give him 1. Grading system is same as for all the tasks. Any doubt up to task 6? Anyone who got any doubt? Specifically, hello. task 6, is it clear for everyone or needed to repeat it? So we'll go to task 7. Task 7. Task 7, you can see 4 sentences on the screen. In this task, you have to ask the child to read the sentences. Here, you no need to read for them, but make the child to read these sentences by himself or herself. Once he finished to read the sentences, in these 4 sentences, there are 2 questions are there. It is in Hindi, it is given next to that sentences, you can see 2 questions are there in Hindi, it is written in Hindi. Those are able to read Hindi, you can read it. So, there was a tree in a garden. A parrot lives on that tree. The parrot is green in color. It is red tomato. Who lives on the tree? Question. Who lives on the tree? Anyone can answer.
Parrot.
Parrot.
Yes.
A parrot.
Next question. What did parrot eat?
Red tomato.
Yes, red tomato.
Red tomato.
When you don't read for them, but you have to make the child whom you are assessing, make the child to read the sentences. Give him the time to read because they will not be able to read as we read. So we no need to be in hurry to complete to read the sentence. Let him take his own time. And once the sentence is read, you can ask these 2 questions given. And same way here also grading is same. If the child responds to you correctly, you can grade him 2. If the child is responding to you incorrectly, grading system will be 1. And if the child did not respond to any of the questions, then you have to give him 0. You cannot simply just put the grading system 1, 2, 1, 2, but the child is not able to respond to you at all, you have to give him 0. You cannot give 1 or 2. Any doubt regarding this task of 7?
No, sister.
Okay. Then we'll go to task 8. Task 8. Miss Jacinda? Task 8. Yes. This is storytelling, story reading. Here quite long sentences are here. So the child will take more time and he has to look nicely and he has to read. So here also we need to give him time to read. Don't be so hurried to complete this story reading. Here also some questions are there. After the child finished to read, you can ask the following questions. It was a season of rains. The sky was covered with dark clouds. Cold wind was blowing. I wanted to play on the swings. My elder brother came out with a thick rope. He made a swing by hanging the rope on the tree. Everyone played on the swing together. My elder sister also joined and enjoyed on the swing. We played on the swing for long. I hope you understood. Reading was clear or not clear? Is it clear?
Clear.
Okay. Then there is some questions are there. With what the sky is covered?
Dark clouds.
Yes. When you ask a child will not be able to say at first attempt. So give him time to check once more to read and ask the second time so that he will be able to give the correct response of the questions. What type of wind was blowing? What type of wind was blowing?
Cold wind.
Correct. So there are some questions are there. We will be giving you out these materials so that you can go through it and you will find it, the questions there below. So in this way, we can make that child to read and the question we can ask them and they will be able to respond and we have to give the grading system as they like the other task.
So may I ask you a question?
Yes, sir.
You are asking the child to read, right?
Yes, sir. This story reading, we have to make the child to read.
Okay, and the child will have the material in hand. So when you ask the questions, are you is he allowed to read again by himself or look for the answer inside the passage?
We have just like this. We give them to read. If the child is without disability, child will slow learners, and we can take the material with us after the reading and ask the question. Sometimes child will not be able to remember what he read. In that case, we can give him second time to read and we can keep with him for some time, go through, give him time to read and go through and take out that material and ask the question.
What exactly are you testing here? Is memory?
It is a story that the child is able to understand the story or to following the story, what it is written.
There is also memory which counts here, no?
It will come in the memory.
Yeah, if the child does not remember what he reads, then...
Yeah. So in this case, we cannot ask questions together. First, we have to ask the child first question once reading is over. We can ask the child the first question. And second question, he may not be able to answer when you ask continuously. In that case, we can give him once more to read.
So there are two things involved here. One is comprehension, whether he understood what he read.
Yeah.
Second is whether he remembered what he read.
But yes.
Okay. Both are involved in this, right, sir?
Yes, sir.
Thank you, sister. Continue.
Anyone has got any doubt from task 1 to 8? It is a language. Before we go to mathematics, if anyone has got any doubt on this language, task 1 to 8, you can ask now. Then if more time is there, we can proceed to mathematics. Anyone has got any doubt?
someone's mic is on and somebody is talking behind. The child is talking. Could you put off the mic? The person, I mean, somebody's mic is on and there's a background sound. Kindly put off that mic.
If no one has got any doubt, we can proceed to mathematics. Anyone has got any doubt? Hello.
We shall proceed, sister, to maths.
Okay. So now I hand over to Miss Jacinda. Miss Jacinda.
Okay, sister. Thank you, sister. So now we'll start with the maths. So we will see how we can assist the child by doing all the simple things. Okay. So now task 9, this one is seriation. The seriation means we will arrange in increasing length or orderly sequence. Okay. It is arranged in a series or orderly way in a formation. Okay. So we have a pencils. Okay. We have a pencils of one is full length pencil, another one is 1/4 pencil, and another one is half pencil. Okay. Now we have arranged these pencils in the order of increasing length. Now how we will assess this one? We need assessment tool, we need a data recording sheet also, and we need a set of 3 pencils of different lengths. These all things for the visual impairment children, we need a 3 set of pencils. With the support of these pencils, we can ask the students that which one is short and which one is long. Okay. And for the hearing impaired students, we can explain it to them, or we can interpret it that in a sign language, we can interpret them that which one is long or which one is short. We can by using the sign language or by showing the sign language videos. All these things we can do it. And to do this, if we ask a child that which one is short and which one is long, if the child can answer you the correct answer, then you can score him or her with the 2 points. But if the child, he or she responses, but the child give you the incorrect response or the incorrect answer, then what you will do? You will give only 1 point. But if the child is not responding, how much you will ask, but he is not responding anything, then you can put 0. Okay. Now, did you got this task 9? Task 9? Understood this task 9?
Miss, I have one question.
Arrange the 3. Okay.
For example, when a child, for example, he or she might not feel like doing the task, or he might get bored, due to which he will not respond. Then in that case, what shall we do? Shall we score as 0, or shall we just stop the task?
Miss, your voice is not clear. Can you? Say it once again.
Yes, miss. For example, while doing this task, if a child is not interested, like he or she is feeling lazy to answer, due to which he will not respond, then in that case, how shall we give score? Shall we give 0 or shall we stop the task?
Miss Jacinda?
Yes, yes, sister.
Here you can.
Yes, sister.
Shall I answer for that?
Yes, sister. Sure, sister.
See, if the child is not interested or not showing any interest in responding on doing other activities, so in that case, first you can try from your side, like motivating him or appreciating him. And if he is not responding to you when you do this assessment, you can, if he is not responding to anything, you can grade him 0.
Yes, and another technique also you can use if the child is not interesting means you can take some another ideas that if the child is not very much interested in those pencils, like how we have arranged, means you have to see in what are the things this child is taking interest. Maybe that child is taking interest on some chocolates, maybe on flowers. Like this, you have to take some adaptation on different ideas. Okay.
Yes, miss.
Am I right, sister?
Yes, yes, you're right.
Okay. Any more? Or shall we move on to another slide? Okay.
We will move on to another.
Okay. Then we'll come to the task 10. Here in this task 10, you can see some of the shapes. Some of the shapes are there, and on the other side, there are objects matching to the another shape. So here what you can do, you can create a flashcards on the shapes. Okay, you can take a A4 size paper also, you can create this one, but another way you can do is that you can get a square shape also, you can make a triangle shape also, and you can cut a circle shape and you can make a flashcard. Okay, and what you can do is that if you will color, if you will make these flashcards in a very attractive way, then the children will surely learn. Then the children's interest will be more in you. So you have to create the tools like how the child will interact on you, on your teachings. Okay, on your tools. So for that, you can take a shapes to the corresponding objects. Okay, and for this thing, you just need an assessment tool and the data recording sheet you take, and a set of shapes of object cards. Okay, then this will be very more interesting for the child to learn on that, on the shapes. Like for this circle, which one is matching, which objects is matching for the shape of this circle. Okay, you have to ask this one. Then if the child will respond correctly that the circle of the shape is matching with the sun, then with the same grade you can give 2 marks. Okay, I mean 2 points. But if the child is responding incorrectly, means you have to give 1 point. And if the child is not interesting, or if the child is not responding, then again you can put 0. Otherwise, before putting 0, you just try your best. You try your level best at any adaptation you can do to teach these things. Okay, you can create more ideas on that. And for this visual impairment, like how I have explained to you before, that all those flashcards or the braille tool you have to make the tactile cards for shapes and objects with the support of the flashcards. Ask the learner to match the shape to the object. Okay. You can make this item for the visual impairment. And for the hearing impairment, the sign language videos plus flashcards and plus explaining in the sign language or interpreting in the sign language. You can do all these things for the hearing impairment also. Okay. Are you getting?
Yes,
Clear,
miss.
all of you?
Yes,
Clear?
miss.
Now this task 11. Task 11. This is numerosity. Okay. Now here we have, you can use a A4 size paper also to create this and make the child to count the trees. Okay. Make the child to count the trees. Then if the child will answer you the correct answer, again you can put 2 points. But if the child will give the incorrect answer, then you have to put 1. Then if the child is not responding, then you have to create another ideas, or you have to give him, if he or she did not responding you, then you have to put 0. Same for the visual impairments. You have to create a tool in Braille, tactile strips to count the objects. Okay, with the support of tactile flashcards, ask the learner to carry out the task. Okay, or to count these trees or flowers. Is that clear? And for the hearing impairment, again, you can use the sign language. Then you can use the videos and you can interpret it properly so that the child can do this task in a proper way. The grading system will be the same. Got it? Now,
Jasmine ma'am,
yes, sir.
may I ask you a question?
Yes, sir.
This grading system, I think for all the things, it's the same, isn't it? For all the tasks.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Grading system is same. Okay. I hope they have understood the grading system.
Thank you. Is there anybody who has any doubt on the grading system?
And
is there anybody who requires some more clarification on the grading system? We can continue, ma'am. We can continue.
This one in grading system, there is a data recording sheet is there. There task 9, task 10, task 11, this all are there. Okay. There. Now we have explained about the tasks. Task 11. So there, here in assessment 2,
yes.
There is a task 11. There you have to grade it. Okay, the grading system. There is a column here. There you have to grade it. This is the data recording sheet. This is not coming properly. I just want to show this data recording sheet. When you will get this data recording sheet, there you will understand this one. This one task is there. There are different tasks there that we have been explaining. No. Okay, now we'll go to another one, task 12. Now, here in this task 12, single digit number recognition, okay, that is 0 to 9. Now, now here, number identification. We can use the A4 size paper for this one also. And we have to read the numerals first, okay? Before assessing, let the child know the numerals, okay? Like 1, 7, 6, 5, 8, 4, 3, 9, 2, 0. Because this one, reading is very much important. Because maybe in the classroom or maybe a special children may be there. So for that one only, we have to better to read the numerals first. Okay, better to read the numerals when we are showing the tools. Okay, for this one, we need a assessment tool and we need a data recording sheet. Data recording sheet we need, okay? Here also the grading system also will be the same. We have to ask the child that which one is number 4 or which one is number 5 or which one is number 2. Or we can assess them that which is the smallest number among them. Or we can ask them which is the biggest number among them. Okay, like this we can assess them in many ways. Now, for the visual impaired students, we need a number cards in Braille. Okay, and the tactile flashcards also we need. Now, with the support of these tactile flashcards, we can ask the students to read the numbers. We can ask the students to read the numbers loudly for the visual impaired students. Okay, then the grading system will be the same. And for the hearing impaired students, what we can do is that we have to sign these numbers accordingly. First, when we are showing these tools, at the time, we have to sign the numbers. Like 1, we are signing like 1. Then 7, we are signing with 7. 6, we are signing it 6. Then 5, we are signing it 5. Like this, we have to show them in a sign language first. Then we can assess them by showing the video also, sign language video also, or by using the flashcards, all these things by interpreting in sign language. Likewise, we can assess the hearing impaired child. Now, the task 13, number patterns. Here, number sequencing. Okay, they have to identify the missing number in the sequence. Here, for the visual impaired children, what we can do is that we have to make a number cards. We have to make a number cards in Braille and tactile flashcards. With the support of adaptive materials, ask the learner to read the numbers and identify which number will come in the blank to complete the sequence. Okay. Fill up the missing numbers. Like this, we can assist the child for the visually impaired children. And for the hearing impaired, we can use the sign language videos, or we can interpret it in sign language, or we can while showing the sign language video, we can ask the learner to identify which number will come in the blank. Okay, which number will come in the blank to complete the sentence. All these things we can ask it in the sign language. We can allow the learner to give response in sign language and all. Okay, and for this speech impairment, we can ask the learner to point on the correct numeral. Okay, we can while showing the video, we can ask the learner to point on the correct numeral which will come in the blank space. Okay, while showing the video, like this way we can assess them. Now number 14, it is double digit recognition number. That is, we have made from 10 to 99. So we can use this one as number identification. Okay, number identification. First, we have to read the numerals that are shown here. For this, we need an assessment tool and also the data recording sheet. Okay, while doing the assessment, we need the assessment tool and the data recording sheet while doing the assessment. And for the visual impairment, same like before, we can use the number cards in Braille. And tactile flashcards also we can use. And with the support of tactile flashcards, we can ask the learner to read the numbers loudly. Okay, for the visual impairment, because the voice is very important for them. And the tactile is also very much important. And for the hearing impairment, we can use the sign language videos again. We can sign all the numeral numbers. We can show them in signing, and we can ask them in the sign language. We can show the sign language video of the task and ask the learner to sign the numerals. Okay, we can allow the students to give the response that what number it is. Then they will respond it in sign language. Okay, they will respond it in number sign language. So like this way, we can do the assessment. The thing is that the grading system will be the same. Okay. Now task 15. Task 15 is we have made a number pattern from 10 to 30. Now here number sequencing means ascending order, descending order, we can mix it here. Okay. What we can do is that we can tell them to identify the missing number in this arrangement. Okay, we can tell them to identify the missing number. For this, again, we need an assessment tool, data recording sheet, number strips, and a flashcards and a cards and all. Okay, number cards and all. Now for the visual impairment, again, the number cards in the Braille is very much important, and the tactile flashcards. With the support of these adapted materials, we can ask the learner to read the numbers. Okay, and we can ask them to identify which number will come in the blank to complete this sequence for the visual impairment. And for the hearing impairment, again, we can show the sign language videos, or we can do the signing of the numeral numbers. But before doing this, also we can make them sign from like 10 to 30. First, you sign the numbers from 10 to 30. Like this, we can first make the hearing impairment children to do the sign. Then we can show the sign language video of the task and we can ask the learner to identify which number will come in the blank to complete the sentence. Okay, we can show the number strip also. We can show the number strip also. Then we have to allow the learner to give response. Okay, we have to allow the learner to give response after 15. After 15, what number will come? Like this, we have to ask them. Okay, then they will give a response in sign language. Okay, otherwise whether they will respond or they will not respond, it depends on the students. Okay, some students, if they understood, also they will not respond. You have to check whether he or she have understood or not. Okay, according to their understanding only, you have to grade mark, because you have to see whether the child understood but not responding. What is his or her problem? All these things we have to check them. Is that clear? Then according to their understanding only, you have to give the grade marks. Okay. This one for the speech impairment, I did not tell. For the speech impairment also, we can ask the learner to point out the correct numeral. Okay. We can ask the speech impairment to do the signing, whether he or she have understood or not. Okay. Okay. This one, number operations. This one, number operations. Here we have the plus, addition sign is there, subtraction sign is there. Okay. Now what we can do is that first we have to make them identify the signs. We have to make them understand. We have to identify the signs, which one is plus and which one is minus. Okay. Minus, plus sign they have to know, minus sign also they have to know, and they have to know the is equal to sign. Okay. We have to ask the students to read the problem properly so that they can solve it. Okay. So that they can because here there are mixed symbols are there, mixed signs are there, so that explain means they will understand that, oh, here there is plus sign is there, minus sign also there, so they will do the task properly. So for this also we need assessment tool, we need a data recording sheet, we need some sticks also we can use for this, because for plus and minus, these are small numbers, so we can use this some chalks or some sticks or some ice cream sticks. All these things we can bring it and we can show it for them for the example. Okay. This one for the visual impairment, we need a braille tool, we need a tactile flashcards and all for this. With the support of the tactile flashcards, let the student identify the mathematical signs like plus, minus, and with the use of loud and clear instructions. Okay, we need to carry out the task with the learner verbally. You can give the ice cream sticks and ask the learner to count and solve the questions. With the support of the tactile flashcards, let the students can identify the mathematical signs like plus, minus, and all. And with the use of the loud and clear instruction, we can carry out the task with the learner verbally. And you can give the ice cream sticks and ask the learner to count and to solve the problem. Okay, for the visual impairment. And for the hearing impairment, you can show the sign language videos, and also you can show the ice cream sticks also. Okay, so that along with the signs, if they will see the real objects that you are bringing for the example, means it will be more helpful for them to understand the okay. So you can show the sign language video of the same task and let the learner carry out the task. Okay, make them allow them to answer, allow them to respond, allow them to use it. You can make use of the ice cream sticks also to count. If the ice cream stick is not there, you can use the stones, like from the real object you can bring the sticks also. Okay, so that the task will become more important, more interesting, okay, in your teaching. Then you can help them to solve the questions. And while you are explaining, you can allow the learner to give response in sign language. Okay. And for the speech impairments, what you can do, you can ask the learner to write down the response on the sheet of paper. Okay. This is also a way of technique that you can assess the child. This is the number equations. Seema had 5 pencils. Her mother gave her 2 more pencils. Now tell how many total pencils does Seema have? Okay. You have to give the example. You have to show the children that Seema had 5 pencils. Okay. You have to bring the students. Okay. You have to bring this in front of them, and you can show them that you can collect those 5 pencils and you can give it to Seema's pencil, means one of the students, you can hand it over. And her mother gave her 2 more pencils. Okay. So while having these 5 pencils, her mother gave a new pencil. Then how many pencils, how many total pencils does you will have? Or does for this you need assessment to again recording sheet and number strips and flashcards. With the flashcards also you can do. Okay. Now, and for the visual impairment, how you will assess? You need a braille tool, tactile flashcards, and you have to narrate the word problem aloud. Okay, loudly you have to narrate the problem, and you have to ask the learner to answer the question. You can give the ice cream sticks also. You can give the sticks and you can ask the learner to count and to solve the problem. Or you can give the pencils. Okay, you can take the example of the pencils for the visually impaired. Also, you can use the sign language videos, or in the classroom you can do the activity like how I told you that one student you can bring it to the in front of the students, and then you can collect some 5 pencils, then another 2 pencils you take it in your hand, then afterwards you can ask that if you have these 2 pencils, if your mother has given to you, then how many pencils, how many total pencils will you have? All these things you can show it for example. Okay, for the example you can bring it, and along with this you can show the sign language video of this task, of the same task, and let the learner carry out the task. Okay, you can allow them to use the sticks or use the pencils to count and to solve the problems by themselves. Okay, you can allow the learner to give the response in the sign language also. Is that clear? This one. For the speech impairment, if the speech impairment or doing the assessment, if he or she wants to, he or she knows the answer, means if he wants to give the answer, you can give a sheet of paper also. If he knows, he can write it down on that paper. Getting my points?
Yes, ma'am, we are getting.
Getting?
Yes, ma'am. Very clear, yes.
Bored?
Not boring, not boring, ma'am.
Okay.
It's clear.
Now, I'll go to the task 18 and 19. Okay, this is 18 and 19 tasks. So here, this one we have the addition, subtraction. Yes, yes, sir.
How many more tasks in maths we have? How many more tasks in maths we have?
Many more, sir.
Okay. So after this task, 18 and 19 will wind up for the day.
Okay,
ma'am.
okay, sir. Okay,
Thank you, ma'am.
sir.
Thank you
Okay,
much.
sir. Okay, here we have the addition also, subtraction also, multiplication also. So here in this number operations, we can read the problems and we can solve them. But the thing is that we just need an assessment tool. To access this one, we need an assessment tool and the data recording sheet. Now, now we need for the visual impairment. What we can do is that a tool in Braille. Okay, with the use of the loud and the clear instructions, it can be carried out verbally. Now we have to allow the learner to use the teleframe also. We can tell the visual impairment to use the teleframe and the above. Okay, for this, to solve this problem, we can ask them to use the teleframe and abacus to solve this problem for the visual impairment. And for the hearing impairment, mostly you can show the sign language videos also, or you can explain it to them through sign language, and practically you can first you can explain them practically. First you can explain them, then you can show the sign language videos also, so that they can adopt more ideas from them. You need to show the sign language video of the same task, learner carry out the task again. Okay, allow the learner to give response in the sign language and all. This one, multiplication also, you can do the same way. Okay, all the assessment you can do the same way. Visually impaired, this is the same technique that you can tell them to use the teleframe and the abacus, okay, to solve this problem. And for the hearing impairment, likewise, how I told you, first you just explain it, then with the sign language, then afterwards on the blackboard page, and you can show the videos of the same task. Many more are there.
If you have finished with this, we shall continue in the next class.
Sir.
Yeah.
Oh.
We can.
Yeah. Okay, sir. I think. Yeah, many more. I think 5 or 6 more are there. So then we will continue in the next class. If any questions are there, then you can ask now.
Yeah.
Any questions regarding all these tasks and all? If you don't understand, means you just tell us.
Explain those tasks.
Yes.
For visual and hearing impaired disabled students. What about other impaired disabled students?
Other impaired means what type of?
Other type of, other than visual and hearing.
You want to know? Like,
is there any?
There are different types of students, are there, right?
Yes.
Right? The child with speech impairment, you can make it suppose child with speech impairment, speech problem. You can to write, or like intellectual disability.
Okay, sister.
Children are able to write, so you can make it with a picture. You can show them. You cannot make them to do writing and all, because it is very difficult. So you can take your object, the real object, or whatever you have prepared, like a chart, flashcard. You can tell them to match.
I think, sister, he is asking whether
or anyone.
Sister, Can you hear me, sister? Sister,
The
can you hear
same
me?
technique they can use for the slow learner also, but the thing you just need to take it slowly, and the numbers and all you have to.
I think the
You
question
have to.
is, can I just ask you a question? Hello?
Yes, sir.
I think the question he asked is whether this assessment for all tools will be applicable for all students having
Yes, sir.
autism, other than, people who cannot speak or hear. Other type of disabilities are also there, isn't it?
For all the students.
It's across
Yes,
the
sir.
screen, isn't it? It can be used for everything, right? Everybody, inclusive of people who are normal.
All
Am I
disabilities.
right?
Including with the normal children. Normal
Yes.
means the children without disabilities.
Okay, sister.
Okay, sir. Any more, any doubt?
Use you can use it for the dwarfism also, because dwarfism this one, their visually is very good, their mental ability also very good. You can take this task. You can use this task with the same technique.
Some changes has to be there. Wait.
This also.
What is it?
Same thing.
Yeah, when we change that, then we can change this one. Not now, not now. Okay.
Clear?
Can we wind up now? Is there, if there's no more questions?
Yes, sir.
So thank you all for attending. We shall see you all the next
sir.
week. Yeah. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, sister.
Thank you, sir.
We shall meet again the next week.
Thank you, sir. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, sir.
Bye-bye. Have a nice weekend, all of you.
Okay,
Thank you,
same to
sir.
you.